Ladies and gentlemen, so far from my channel is pretty noticeable that I do play games and enjoy good movies.
Nice.
Well, as most of us do, I suppose. But I want to open up another side of me and tell you about why I also enjoy watching anime and my honest opinion about it. To clear up, when I was younger, I was hating anime with my full heart, but I never really understood why. I think purely because everyone at that time was watching anime and I tend to run from trends even though I regretted it a couple of times. I think most of you, if not everyone, heard about anime and maybe even watched some. In this video, I won't try to hypnotize your brain to start watching. Nah, I just purely want to explain why I think watching anime is not that bad as media presents it. From a technical standpoint, anime has vastly different tones, tropes and narrative structures than most entertainment in world. Yet, these tones and tropes are still familiar enough to us that concepts resonate. I wouldn't really say that I'm a huge weeb who saw every anime released, and I kinda go for the mainstream ones. Let's start from the beginning. Back when I was 15, me and my mates had a sleepover and everyone except me was watching, if I remember correctly, an episode of Hunter x Hunter. I alone was looking at it and to be honest, I found it ridiculous. My brain could not comprehend what exactly was the whole purpose of it. Well, of course, as a kid, you and I bet you watched anime too, and you definitely saw one of these. Just didn't really think of it in a big way cause we were too young. Then, we skipped the year of 2019 when I decided to watch my official first one. And of course, it was Demon Slayer. Without hesitation, I opened Netflix on one of my free classes in school. Yeah, and by the way, pay attention in school, please, or you'll end up like me. I set the language to Japanese cause I wanted the real original experience, and damn, 2 days later, the first season was done. You know the feeling when you get so hooked on something, then you finish it and you just sit on the bed like, damn bro, I want more. Yeah, that's what I felt. After this, I kinda wanted to see more of this form of entertainment and dived into shows and movies with a deeper meanings. And I can only say that I felt like a changed man. Anime was doing something to me that not every other media managed. It really played with my feelings. I was easily drawn into the stories and intrigued to know more about the characters a lot of the time, and I only cared about the story and the characters because that was all that mattered to me. I guess this mindset helped me look past all the weird stuff in anime and just to enjoy it for what it is. I love a good story, no matter what medium it's told in, and I've loved some good stories that happen to be told in the anime medium. Some anime is good, some anime is bad, but it really depends on your preferences. With anime, for example, I never imagined that volleyball would become one of my favorite things to watch, even though I never really cared about the sport. The love in anime is portrayed beautifully, and the emotions some voice actors can portray is much more expressed than in other media. If one of you watching is like really bored, let me know in the comments how many times have I said anime in this video. Thank you. With me now understanding what my friends were all about when they said, "You need to watch anime," I do get it now. I understand it, I respect it, and I really like it. But I don't think anime is something one should build a personality around. But I respect their choice. I like anime, but I don't like how girls are generally portrayed in anime. I can ignore certain levels of the problem, but I will quit if I feel it has gone too far. To clear out the things, from all of the anime I watched, this point happened maybe 2 or 3 times. But even though you're not watching anime, I think you can easily connect these 2 dots, that women are usually sexualized or even harassed in some anime. And I think that fucks up the whole name of the anime and also brings down the community watching this type of content. Examples of things that can make me stop watching. In many anime there is a lovable pervert who faces barely any consequences for harassing women. Sometimes the women are looked down on for not being able to defend themselves. Boobs will be mentioned in almost every anime. Usually it's a guy calling a girl flat or a girl getting mad at another girl for having bigger boobs. I do not mind these jokes, but I don't like them either. And I would have to probably give up most of anime if I didn't ignore them. My second point is that girls are often very baby-ish. They're in high school, but they have the intelligence of toddlers. If they're not cute idiots, they may end up as the responsible one, or they may be angry at the male and eventually fall in love despite him being a jerk. I'm okay with these tropes, as long as the girl character has some other defining characteristics that makes her interesting. It's not great with men either, since any protagonist is often described as a whimpering dick nose who somehow gets all the women, or in a magical scene he becomes a total badass out of nowhere. I personally think that lately anime has been turned into something perverted. I don't know if it's to pander to the creepy westerners who enjoy seeing middle schoolers with giant boobs, but that's the biggest reason why I'm picky with anime. Everyone here watching anime, if you enjoy, do not stop. Just keep your watching habit in check. If not careful, then you'll spend a lot more time than you would love to. I noticed it with one of my friends, whose sleep schedule is nearly not existing anymore, purely because he watches anime every night and during morning. In this case, you are wasting so much of your precious time. Also, another thing regarding anime is manga, and now hear me out. If you know the anime won't be released in maybe a couple of years, and you are dying to find out how it will end, sure, read the manga. But a lot of people are both watching anime, how it is releasing, and reading the manga next to it, which for me seems like a huge waste of your time. At the end of the day, I'm just a random dude talking about my opinion, so who am I to tell you what to do with your free time? Other than that, watching fights like this with your volume up is just epic. Let's be honest, it's a method to tell a story. It has pros and cons, but in general there is such a variety there. It's likely an anime for everyone, but not a single anime that everyone will like. My favorite thing about anime is that most of the time action doesn't feel ruined with poor effects like in some movies. With that, I covered the broad sphere of my newly discovered relationship with anime, and let me know in the comments how many of you here agree or have different opinions. Koseran arigatou gozaimashita. And see you next week. Bye bye.